I'm Wessling. I'm a reporter, an iron distance rookie, but not for long. Now I'm taking what I've learned from the pros and applying it to myself in the ultimate guinea pig project. Come along as I go 140.6 miles for the first time at the Grand Colombian Triathlon. I'm traveling to my first iron distance triathlon. I'm a little nervous, but how can you not be? I've never swam, biked, and run 140.6 miles before, so there are a lot of unknowns. I was a high school swimmer, I've always been a runner, and triathlon? Well, it's my job. I'm the host of a triathlon news show, TriCenter. I've seen so many athletes cross the finish line in Kona and other Ironman events, but I wanted to know what that felt like. I wanted to know what it took to finish that race. I chose the Grand Colombian Triathlon because of the beautiful course, open roads, and running trail. Also for the intimate setting of a small town race. I work alongside the sport's top professionals, reporting from events and interviewing triathletes about training and racing, and I'm always digging for information. Pro after pro after pro says that success or failure comes down to nutrition. You gotta have a plan, and it's gotta include fluids, carbohydrates, and electrolytes. But plans are personal. I mean, there's no one plan that fits all when it comes to triathlon nutrition. You have to find out what works for you and be able to make adjustments based on race day conditions. The week prior to my race, even before getting on the plane to Washington, I started to make carbohydrates a larger percentage of my diet. I learned that I would burn about 8,000 to 10,000 calories during my race, so my plan was to take in plenty of carbs that were easy on the stomach and always keep a bottle in hand to stay hydrated. I also stopped by a GNC store in San Diego to pick up the sports drinks I needed for my race. Since I had trained with G-Series Pro, I wanted to make sure I had it on hand for race day. Only one thing left to do: hand over the gear at bike check-in. I prepare and label my special needs bag, get my race bib, check out the swim course, and meet some other athletes. It all becomes real as I hand over my bike. We'll be spending a lot of time together tomorrow, but for now, I'm gonna get off my feet and fuel up. It's almost 6 p.m. and I'm finally sitting down for dinner. Simple pasta and ground turkey with some fluids. Heavy on the carbs, but nothing overboard. Even though my nerves don't exactly drum up an appetite, I know I have to eat. Before hitting the sack, I prep my bottles for race day. The clock says 8:30 p.m. and I'm turning in for the night. It's race morning. The alarm sounds at 3:30 a.m. Not that I'm surprised, I probably looked at that clock a half a dozen times throughout the night. It was imperative that I get some calories in as soon as possible so I can digest before the gun goes off. A bagel with some peanut butter to start. My wave is scheduled for a 6:45 start, but it was all dependent on the sunrise. So as I try to settle my nerves, I keep reminding myself of how much I really love the swim. 15 minutes before the start, I top off with a pre-race drink, an extra 30 grams of carbs before I take on the swim. The last 6 months of planning and preparation has brought me here, the beginning of 140.6 miles. I'm ready.